Can you believe this? Not only did the judge in the Court of Appeal rule that the human rights of asylum seekers trump the planning laws of this country and the safety concerns of the people of Epping, but now Epping Council's request to appeal that complete farce of a decision has been rejected, and they didn't even bother to give them a single reason why. I think it's because they can't give them a reason why. Epping Council absolutely deserves to appeal this and to have its voice heard. Everyone across this country is saying that the decision made by Lord Justice Bean was bonkers, but they are not being given the right to appeal it. We don't even have a voice in this country in the legal system. This is crazy. Now, let's just remind ourselves of what happened. This idiot, I will happily call him an idiot, a biased idiot, who has been a very active Labour member for decades, chair of the Fabian Society, affiliated with Labour. He was the judge in the Court of Appeal, and he decided that he didn't even argue that the planning rules had been correctly adhered to. He just decided, nope, doesn't matter. Planning laws in this country don't matter. ECHR, most important, human rights of asylum seekers trump everything else. Okay, that's what that idiot decided about the Bell Hotel in Epping when the Home Office was able to appeal the injunction that was previously granted by a judge that actually knew what he was talking about. And anyway, so Epping Forest District Council has, of course, asked to appeal that decision, but it has been declined. This is in the GB News article. Epping Forest District Council has had its application to appeal its case to the Supreme Court rejected. The council in Essex lost its legal bid to close the Bell Hotel after initially seeking an injunction to force it to stop accommodating asylum seekers. It won the case in the High Court, but the Home Office lawyers then brought the case to the Court of Appeal, where 3 judges overturned the injunction. The council said on Friday that it would seek to appeal the ruling at the Supreme Court. However, it has been announced that its application to do so has been rejected with, quote, no reasons given. What the heck? If you're going to reject an not just any application, but an application of a high-profile case that everyone in the country is watching and wants answers to, you've got to at least give a reason. I mean, this is insane. Epping Council said it will continue to challenge the case and has the option to ask the Supreme Court directly for permission to appeal the judgment. So my understanding is that they asked the Court of Appeal. The Court of Appeal said no, but they could potentially go directly to the Supreme Court and try to bypass that rejection that they've just faced. Let's see. And the council leader said, we believe the Court of Appeal decision to overturn the interim injunction for the closure of the Bell Hotel was wrong. The Court of Appeal judges appear to have placed the Home Secretary's duties towards asylum seekers above those of the council to uphold the planning system. So, as I said earlier, and I will reiterate, this migrant hotel and all the migrant hotels across the country are in breach of planning laws. But this idiot Lord Justice Bean has just decided that planning laws simply do not matter. It's one rule for the rest of us. Any of us that want to build an extension or something, it's an absolute nightmare. But the Home Office, planning laws just don't apply to them, apparently. Honestly, can't make it up. Mr. Whitbread insisted that this is not the end of the matter. That's the council leader. He says we would consider. We have a strong case for a final injunction. The final injunction hearing is expected to be heard sometime in early October, so that's about a month away. The council leader also discussed whether twice-weekly protests outside the Bell Hotel should continue. So there we go. And also, I just wanted to give you guys an update because we're wondering where are all the migrants going to go if the hotel's closed. Surely they're going to have to bring down the number of migrants coming in if they're going to be able to house all these people. I just wanted to give you an update on how well Yvette Cooper and Keir Starmer's one-in, one-out deal with the French is going. Do you remember when it was announced and we were told, like, oh, within the next week well, at first they said within weeks this is going to start, and then we had an announcement, I think at least a month ago now, that it was going to start within the week that they announced it, right? And they told us on the Friday of that week that they had detained the first people who were going to be selected to be sent back to France. Now, France has a 14-day period, a 2-week period, to decide if they are accepting the people that we select. And we've waited 2 weeks, and surprise, surprise, there has been no announcement to say that the people that they selected were sent back to France. Instead, we had Yvette Cooper saying yesterday, on the first day back to Parliament, that people will be returned to France by the end of the month. Hello, it's meant to be 14 days that France has to decide if they're going to have them or not. Why are we waiting months and months on end for this? You guys announced this and said it was going to happen like presto straight away. But then, even that promise was too big for her to say they'll be gone by the end of the month. She then, the following day, today, has failed to guarantee that migrants will be returned to France by the end of this month. I mean, I will believe it when I see it. I doubt there are going to be more than about 5 people, if any, returned to France. It's such a shit show. We are back in Parliament, and it's already going terribly wrong. Keir Starmer has put up a video announcing how excited he is for phase 2 of his government, and everyone has just said, well, what the hell was phase 1? What were you doing there? Ruining the country as much as possible? Anyway, bit of a tangent. Anyway, I'm Chloe Dobbs. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you hit the subscribe button down below if you want more news updates like this, and also hit the notification bell so that you don't miss out when we're posting new videos. See you next time.